So what's the difference between a formula and a function in Microsoft Excel? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain to you the difference and why you need to know about both. So first of all, let's have a look at a formula. A formula is defined as something that a user creates. So if you're working in Excel and you build a formula, so you start out with an equals sign and you select, say, cell A2, then you put in a plus sign, B2, plus sign, C2. That is a formula, something that's created by yourself. And it can be quite simple, such as something that adds together, or it could be quite complex. So what is a function? Well, a function is an inbuilt tool within Microsoft Excel that's designed to perform common calculations that are used in business. Now, Excel categorizes functions in a variety of ways. So it has text-based functions, it has logical functions, it has lookup functions, it has data functions, and a whole array of complex engineering and statistical functions, many of which you and I never need to know about. So how do you learn about the different functions and what's the most important functions that you need to know in business? Well, that's a really good question. First of all, if you're not familiar with functions in Microsoft Excel, it's worth exploring some of the basic ones. Now, this is really easy to do because in Microsoft Excel, if you go to the Home tab, in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the Auto Sum tool. If you click on the drop arrow beside it, you get access to a few of the most common functions you might need in Microsoft Excel. The most common being sum or add. Now, when you utilize these functions, Excel shows you what it is that it thinks you might want to add up based upon where numbers are located compared to the cell that you're currently on. So some basic functions can be accessed there. More advanced functions can be accessed through the function wizard in Microsoft Excel. The function wizard makes it easy because inbuilt functions in Excel have information that sits inside brackets, and whatever's inside the bracket is referred to as arguments. Now, you don't need to know that, but you just need to know that that's the format that Excel needs it in. Now, if you go to the insert function in Excel, the function wizard will lead you through the process of a particular function that you're after. Now, let's say, for example, you just don't know what it is that you're after. Maybe you want to do something that you test a cell and then you want this answer if it's true or this answer if it's false. So you might look up logical because that is logical. Test for one thing and a result if it's true and a result if it's false. So sometimes it's a matter of exploring what particular functions are there and what they can do. For new users, another way to get some help with functions is to use Microsoft's help feature, which is quite good, but sometimes it can seem like another language. Now, at this point, if you're looking for more information around functions, I do have a short course on 14 must-know functions in Microsoft Excel. The details are down below. Now, finally, let's wrap it up. So what are some of the most common functions you might need to know in Excel if perhaps you're not as experienced with functions as some of your colleagues? First of all, you probably need to understand a few basic functions. So things such as sum or average and being able to count the number of entries in a list. Secondly, if you're working with large lists of data, you probably need some text-based functions that will enable you to remediate or update and change information. Functions that will remove leading spaces in cells or change the casing. And finally, some more advanced but common functions you might need to know would include the if function and some of if's cousin functions such as countif and sumif, and potentially even VLOOKUP, vertical lookup, and XLOOKUP, the latest of Excel's functions only available in Microsoft Excel 365. Again, if you want more detailed information on each of these functions and what you need to know as a new user, check out my course and use the code below to get a discount. If you found this video useful, why not subscribe to the channel? I release new videos every week and I'd love to help you work smarter and not harder with Microsoft Office programs.